Did you know that not every person who enters your life is meant to stay? Sometimes God Himself steps in to remove people who are no longer part of His plan for your future. But here's the challenge. Many of us hold on tightly to relationships God is trying to take away. We confuse comfort with purpose, and we resist letting go even when it's for our good. If you've been struggling with a relationship shift, this message is for you. Pay close attention, because if you notice these 3 signs, it may mean God is trying to remove someone from your life. Sign number 1, the relationship pulls you away from God. One of the clearest signs is when a relationship consistently weakens your walk with God. Maybe you find yourself compromising your values, neglecting prayer, or entertaining habits that dull your spirit. Amos 3:3 asks, "Can 2 walk together unless they are agreed?" If someone is leading you further from your faith, it's a sign that they're not aligned with your destiny. Chosen ones cannot afford to be tied to relationships that drain their spiritual fire. When God removes someone who hinders your growth, it's not punishment, it's protection. Sign number 2, constant strife and lack of peace. Another sign is when the relationship is filled with ongoing conflict, drama, or confusion. Yes, every relationship has challenges. But if peace is always absent, it may be God showing you it's time to let go. 1 Corinthians 14:33 reminds us, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." If you feel more drained than strengthened, more anxious than encouraged, then that relationship may not be from God. Sometimes He allows tension to increase, so you'll recognize that it's not where you belong. Think about Abraham and Lot. They loved each other, but their herdsmen constantly argued. Finally, Abraham said, "Let's separate, for we are family, but we can't stay in strife." After Lot left, God released new promises to Abraham. Sometimes peace only comes after separation. Sign number 3, closed doors and divine distance. The final sign is when God Himself begins to create distance. Maybe communication starts to fade. Maybe opportunities to connect keep falling through. You try to hold on, but nothing seems to work. That's often God saying, "This person cannot go where I'm taking you." Jesus Himself experienced this before His greatest work, the cross. He was left alone by many of His followers. It wasn't rejection, it was preparation. God will sometimes close doors you don't have the courage to close yourself. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you." Even if someone leaves, God promises His presence will remain. If you've noticed these signs, a relationship pulling you from God, constant strife without peace, or distance that you can't explain, don't fight what God is doing. He knows the hearts you cannot see. He knows who belongs in your next chapter and who does not. It may hurt to let go, but remember this: every removal makes room for God's best. Trust His hand even when it feels painful. What you release in obedience, He will replace with something far greater. If this word spoke to you, type "I trust God" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more faith-filled messages that will guide and encourage